and people are starting to share my videos and like, oh, it's good. Don't stop. Now we're in a point where it's my work now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's interesting. Tell me what. Okay. Obviously, COVID-19 inspired you. You know
Yeah.
exactly why you started it.
Yeah.
But how do you come up with the ideas that you come up with? So, like I said to you, I went back to your TikTok because there's one specific one that I saw, and you know. So,
Yeah.
what inspires the ideas that you have on what video to create, get the hype going? What mindset do you go into? How do you create the magic that you create that lands on our TikTok?
Shout out, Magic. Thank you. Yeah. Because if I can tell you right now that every video I have there, I created on that day.
Okay.
So if you want me to teach you one of the choreos I've done there, I'll have to go look at it. I'm like, oh, okay, it's this one, and try to remind myself. So what happens is, if you come to my house and you want us to take a video, we'll play music.
Okay.
And in the song you'll feel, I'm like, oh, I feel this song, and I'll put my headsets, listen to the lyrics, listen to the beats. So I learn the lyrics first, and then I learn the beats. And then I create, and then I teach, and then we shoot, and then we move on.
So you are actually the one that's creating it. So you listen first to the song.
Yeah.
You listen to the beats, and then you create something out of that. So you'll basically create a story out of the beats and the lyrics of the song.
Yeah.
The two must match.
Yeah. So I just wanted to do something different. Like everyone on social media is doing the same thing. You know, like. It's like if you want to know which country I am from, if I dance my piano, you'll understand. Like, So I just wanted to do something that, even if when time goes, everything changes. That's the thing. I want to do something that's going to last forever.
Okay.
Not something that goes with the trends. So than me follow trends, I'll rather create
something
trends.
Different.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. But I want to talk a little bit about how you first became passionate about dance, besides TikTok.
Okay.
When did you find that this is actually what I love to do?
Yo, I was still a lighty. How we started as we saw kids in the hood, like when I was still a lighty, there was other lighties, ne? So they were dancing in Spucha, nana. So and it was a female person that actually made us interested in Spucha. Okay. So it was one of my homeboys that I grew up with. So we started together as Spucha. But Mogui's cats, I got interested in hip hop. So how? There's this guy from the state they call Omarian. Yo, when I used to watch his videos, watch music videos, I'm like, yo,
I want to be
I wanna dance. So it was so weird because my first auditions there was a crew called Relapse. So I was wearing like a butcher, like you know how butchers wear skinny jeans, they have torn, and I'm going to a hip hop crew. Everyone's wearing baggy things, caps are here, clothes are baggy, and then I auditioned and I made it through. I was like, this is it, this is what I want to do. And since from there I never looked back. I've done a lot of shows. We've done opening and closing for AFCON. Okay. So like we got to a point where I was starting to get gigs. I'm like, no, there's actually money. You can't just only, and the two, you can get exposed. We see kids, we see people are touring the world because of dance. So I was like, let me just do it. And then since from there I never looked back, and it's been doing well so far.
Okay, so you gained an interest in hip hop, but let's talk a little bit about which dance style you feel you specialize in the most.
I would say it's hip hop, but now I'm trying to create my own so it doesn't box me, because I can do everything. Like I've done contemporary on stage.
I actually wanted to ask.
Yeah, so it was work, you know. But what I'm trying to do is because for us to get to a point where there's hip hop, there's butcher, there's someone who created that. Yes, so I'm trying to create me too, so I can leave like a legacy and that. Okay. So I'm trying to come up with my own style, and that. So bit by bit it's growing. It might be something similar that you know, but I'm trying to bring it in now, because I was like the first person to dance my piano the way I dance my piano. You know. Okay. That's the thing that made me trend the most. Is like I was using local music, you know, and I use lyrics a lot. So it's not about only the beat. So everyone is just dancing the same. So I was like, you know what, let me, because it became so powerful when a deaf person says, I can't hear, but I can understand from your videos what you're talking about.
Oh,
I was like, no.
Then that means I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing.
Yeah.
The message is getting across.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, what strategies do you use to engage your followers and build some kind of community on your TikTok?
My strategy is just praying, and then God does the rest. Because I won't lie to you and say I have a strategy.
You don't?
I feel like if it's in you, just do it, and then if it's good, it's gonna trend, and
everybody will follow.
Yeah. So like I said, the moment when I started, it was just I was just taking videos, and then it got to a point where people were like, yo, I was having a bad day and I saw your video. I forgot what I was going through. Now I'm concentrating on how do you do that? How do you move your shoulder like that? So people want to see more. They want to see more. If I don't post for some time, I get DMs. I'm like, what's happening? Are you okay? You're not posting. So I was like, okay. It got to a point which means the way I am, I'm doing something right. Because I've been dancing my whole life, but I never thought in my life dance was gonna be the one that's gonna save me in everything.
What did you think was gonna save you in everything? What else did you have interest in besides dance, actually?
I thought maybe me and my dad were gonna do open my dad's business, construction or something, like a business or office job or whatever. I never thought like something like I would enjoy will take care of me the way right now. So yeah.
Coming from a black family, I know how black families can be. How did you convince your parents that what you're doing now is a good path to go down, not the traditional kind? You just said that you were thinking maybe you're going to go into construction with your dad or do something office job wise. How did you convince your parents that, hey, this TikTok thing is a thing and it can actually do something for me, it can make me money?
Let me just start from the beginning, before TikTok existed. How it started is I used to actually ask my dad for money every day. I'm going to practice. Okay. Because we used to take taxis and that. So he used to ask me that, but every day you're saying you're going to a competition, you're going to perform, you got a gig, but you never come back with money. For then was passion. Understand? So it got to a point where I was starting to get a lot of trouble, as maybe school wise. I'd rather go to practice than doing my homework. So it became a problem. Like me and my dad, we had like problems. There would be days where we're not talking. And it got to a point that he saw me on TV, and then I won 5K on SABC One. So my first time he actually saw me doing my thing, I won. I'm telling you, my dad was walking with me, holding my hand, says, this is my boy. Yeah. I was like, because they're like, I saw your son. They're like, yes, it is him. So that's when he saw, because it's hard for a parent to support you in something they've never seen you do. Yeah. So you can tell you, I'm a very good, but if they've never seen you, they will keep on saying this, you're wasting your time. He actually wanted me to be a soccer player. Like he even got me to like Younger Pirates when I was a lighty, so I can play soccer because he loves soccer. But he saw that me and soccer, it's a different story.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna take a little bit of a break. We'll come back. We're gonna get into a little bit more of your story. Very interesting one. Like I said to you guys, for me to believe, I had to go on his TikTok. Am I correct in saying you're heading to 1 million followers? Yeah,
I'm on 930 something now. I'm going to 1M.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is African Bank Radio.
I still am talking audacious youth, and I'm still sitting in studio with our TikTok star, Mr. Sensation. Mr. I'm going to have 1 million TikTok followers. I don't know what that means, but that sounds like a lot of human beings. I need to ask him, how do you even get to the point where you have 1 million people? My name is Kumi Hamisa. This is AB Drive. I need Mr. NT, content creator, to teach me his skills. I want 1 million followers. I don't know. How do you even get there? Okay. I want you to let me know. How do you monetize your TikTok account? Pella, guys, at the end of the day, this thing must make money sense, ne? He's not just doing this for the fun of it. He's not just doing this because he loves to dance. Yes, he is. But it needs to make sense in the bank. So how do you monetize your account?
To be honest with you, me, I just post. I don't even have time that you only posted 10 or you posted 11. And like while I'm doing this, you'll be so surprised that I'm actually still even teaching myself TikTok, the app.
What?
I'm being honest.
You can't be like me.
I'm being honest. Like I when I feel something and I enjoy something, I just go straight and say no. I have to record this one. I record and I post and then I trend. I won't tell you the trick is, you have to post 4 videos at this. I'll be lying to you.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was a time I was injured my hand, so I had a cast on and that, so I didn't post for some time. You understand what I mean? But my following was still growing. Like people were still liking my old videos, they were still understand. So that I'm saying that they get hooked at one video, they go to your account. If the rest of your content is proper, you got it. Yeah.
So actually that makes sense, because if you have just that one video and you're having fun, then people are gonna see and they're gonna be like, actually, what more is this guy doing on his TikTok?
Yeah. And I create glitches. I call them glitches. Like you get stuck on one video. Like where the video is finishing, when it's done, you wanna see it again. Like how is he doing this? So a person will get like, yo, I was watching your video the whole day. Even now, I'm still not I don't get bored. So that's what I try to create. That I don't wanna create something that you're gonna get bored one time. So I'd rather make it short and sweet.
Yeah.
For you to actually enjoy it, and make sure that in that short time I kill. Like I'm not playing games.
Okay. Tell me, how do you negotiate and establish your partnerships or collaborations with brands? Because now we're talking the money part.
Yeah. Sometimes what you do before you get to a point of telling them how much you charge, sometimes hear their offer.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes they just come and say, we want you to do this, but we only can throw 100K on the table. We can't do more. Maybe when you were planning to charge 50. You understand? Because with brands, the difference. There's brands that you can't charge that amount. So you look first, where is the certain brand coming from? Understand? I can get a brand from Soweto. Maybe they're not willing to pay that amount, but they're willing to pay. So I can't charge them the same amount as a brand.
Yeah.
So you check first. Like it's the same thing as if you get a message on Instagram, you go to their profile and check, okay, what are they dealing with? Oh, they've done so. This thing is expensive. They can afford. This one I can charge. Because when they're coming to you, they already know what you're doing, and they're coming to you wanting you. They will never send a message just to check up on you.
Yeah.
So when they're already coming to you, they're willing to actually pay, and that's so. Don't sleep on yourself, because you can get one gig that can actually push you for like few months. Like you can be proper, you can pay rent, take care of the family and all that. So no, don't sleep on yourself.
I like that. Don't sleep on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me a little bit about what are your thoughts of the future of TikTok as a platform for creators? Where do you see TikTok going? What do you see happening?
Me actually, all social medias, like I'm not only on TikTok, so all my social medias, I can just say the internet, because tomorrow it can be a new app. You understand what I mean?
100%.
So what I would say is social media is powerful now for you to market yourself. Social media is so powerful for people to see you. If you're a good singer, but you're scared of people, you can take a video at home and post and see how the numbers, you understand? And that thing is going to give you a bit of, if people like me, which means that on stage, because there's people that will tell you, I used to be scared, but now they're superstars from social media. So what you do is, I feel like the phone must be your friend, in a way of, you become more comfortable when you're on your own and at the camera. You can do things in front of the camera that you can't do in front of people. So that's why you can even see people that were not comfortable with their body. Now on social media they can show. There's people that were not comfortable with their, like, just set something in their body, or maybe their faces, they were not happy, or their teeth or whatever. But when you get to social media, it just takes out that thing of, don't care about what people say, because there will always be negative. No matter what I do, I'll never impress everyone.
Okay. Now, here's the other one. What advice would you give someone that's, they have that thing. They want to try out TikTok. They're not sure what to do. They also want to get to a point where they can have possibly 1 million people. What advice would you give them? Where do they start? What do they do?
Download the app.
Step number 1.
Download the app.
Okay.
Put your details.
I've done it.
And do you. Don't look at other people's videos to copy them. Look at them for inspiration, to inspire you. Do you. Because now everyone is doing the same thing. So everyone is fighting for the same bread. That's why it's so hard for you to trend, because 10 people who do the same challenge.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for 10 videos to trend. You know. So now, for me, what I'll say is, if you love cooking, cook.
Uh-huh.
If
Okay.
you like, the nice thing about you can get paid by cooking. They say, oh, since you're cooking, use our product. We just want you to just use our meal day. You get paid for that. So what you do is you make sure that you use your social media and spend on your social media. What I mean by spend, I'm not saying sponsor your things.
Yeah.
Like, put effort.
Yeah.
If you have a bit of a studio economy, make it look nice.
That's true.
If you know you're always shooting every day, go buy clothes so you can change.
Yeah.
So give people something fresh and something they can not take 20 videos wearing the same outfits.
Okay.
We won't be able to see the other one because we'll be like, we know this one, and we don't even know it. So you try by all means to be like, always be creative, come up with ideas and move around. Don't be afraid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, closing off, how do you measure the success of your influencer marketing campaigns? How do you know when this particular campaign has been a success? You personally, how do you rate yourself? You've done something, you've spoken to a brand, you've put it out there, close to 1 million people have interacted with it. How then do you measure if a campaign has been a success or not?
You know, how do you even see it before it becomes a success? If I'm doing something and I send it to a client and I say, yo, we love it. That must just relax you.
Okay.
Because they're paying you. So if they're not happy, even if it reaches 20 million, because those 20 million is not money, it's viewers and comments. But where the money is, if the client is happy, you make sure that you do something that they can call you again.
Yeah,
So,
basically client needs to be happy.
The moment the client, they say, we happy, just make sure. And the client is always right, guys. Like, that's one thing. As much as you know something, don't take something if you know that you and it doesn't want you to like get angry every 5 minutes and that, because a client can come back to you and just say, I don't like this because you did it like this. Try to accommodate them until, because you already agreed and you already got paid that deposit and all that. So don't agree on something that you know that you're not gonna do.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. We're still talking audacious youth, man. It's Mr. NT.
Bless.
He is a content creator, a dancer, a choreographer,
And a live
influencer.
performer. Now I'm getting gigs. I'm going to Cape Town this week.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going on Thursday. I have a performance with my team, and we have a workshop there in Cape Town. So I'm starting to get bookings and touring, and I'm going to Nigeria this year. So it's just work. It's not only social, because I was a performer before I became an influencer. So now I just mix them together. So I still do performances and still make money on my phone and still make money on stage. So
Okay, so you heard that. He's even going all over the world. We're hoping that it's not just Nigeria. Next he might be in Europe, but it's Mr. NT, content creator, and I'm super excited that he's here talking audacious youth right here on AB Drive. We still have a whole lot more. I'm seeing a lot of movement out in the building. It seems that the live feed is probably over by now, so I hope you guys were able to hear it. And we're still talking audacious youth right here on AB Drive.